Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello, can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? How are we doing? Are we all alright? Is everyone having a fantastic time? Just the best day of your life so far? Patrick has correctly joined the channel. One of these days it'll incorrectly join the channel and there will be chaos. Evening Mandy, who have we got? Kirsty, how you doing? Steve-o, how's things, bud? Hope your dad's had a fantastic day today. The cakes looked amazing, by the way. Absolutely amazing. Joey as well, off swimming with Jimmy. No worries, good to see you in. How are we all doing? Are we all sound? Guess who's been round to see me? Dad's taxi. Ali, how's it going? You alright? Hello, Baradulio. Alright, Ned Flanders. Hardly how, Baradulio. Cheers. Oh, man. Beer. Nice beer. Italian beer. Really, today I should have had Dutch beer, shouldn't I? Those Bavaria alcohol-free lagers. I should have had one of them instead. But they had none in last night in Tesco, and I've not been out today on account of the fact that I didn't get into bed till stupid o'clock this morning. Thanks to taxi dadding. Just looking through. Steve, Kev's dad passed away recently, so he's obviously having to deal with that at the moment, which cannot be nice at all. Yeah, so let him know that the community was thinking of him in a really tough time. And we're here if ever he needs us. I hope he realises that. I think he does. No footy on this one. I thought it might just be a little bit of an escape for anyone that doesn't want to watch the footy. Most of the other ones will be footy related, so... Yes, this is off Jess. Dad's taxi at your service. Open morning, noon and night. Complimentary membership. There you go. She brought it round about 20 minutes ago and I said I'd wear it on stream just to make sure that she could see it. Because yeah, and I'm going to have to start wearing it every time I pick it up. So I have to wear this and a chauffeur's hat. Is it white? No, it's cream. It's a sort of off black, to be honest with you. Is buffering just you? I think it might just be you at the moment. I think. I don't know. What are you asking me for? You thought it was grey. It's a sort of light gold with hints of black. Emil, how you doing, mate? How's things? How's life in wonderful Finland? All going well there? You having a good day? Cheers. It must just be you. There's no dropped frames. Oh, you bastard. But it's now downloading updates in the background. Why does it do this every time I go to stream? I reset this computer or restart this computer about 4 or 5 times a day just to make sure it updates before I start streaming. And the bastard thing has just downloaded stuff in the background. Evil, that's Jeff. That, you know, That's what that is. That's Jeff. That's got his fingerprints or his hoof prints all over him. You're going to take the first shift. Oh, is right, Ali, is right. There you go. Our Ali's doing the first shift. It took 7 minutes to start that. Nice one. It's a good job you mentioned that, otherwise we'd have got to about 1:30 in the morning without anyone doing any work. But I have simplified things for myself by making it far more difficult. But you'll understand why. Up until recently, I've got 20 odd people's names to work behind the bar, and they're all just a little plain square with some weird little image in the background and then a name over the top, so it makes it really difficult to see. So I've given everyone their own little background, their own little Avi. So our Ali has got the Irish flag, Mandy's got the Welsh flag, Jackie has got a black background with a big red X on it, as in Jinx. There you go. Kirsty's got Susie Sue, a picture of Susie Sue in the background. I thought that was goth as fuck and cool, so yeah. Steve's got a Norwich City badge. And for Jess, there's a picture of Liam Gallagher doing that, obviously. Yeah, but everyone's got their own little Avi now. I mean, you're currently in Stockholm, you've been in Germany and Denmark this week. Busy, yeah. I've got a friend who lives in Stockholm, in Solna. The Solna part of Stockholm, she loves it. Keeps sending me pictures. How gorgeous the place is. Obviously a bit like Liverpool, where you've got water everywhere. It looks stunning. I will go at some point. I'll have a beer. Cheers, Ali. Mandy. The moon has been recharged. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's been recharged. You're a dragon, now appropriate, yeah. Fire breathing dragon you are, isn't it? No, but it's I like the Welsh flag. I think it's a really cool one, to be honest. And it works perfectly because white and green stands out, and then the red dragon shows the white name over the top quite well. It's one of the ones that really jumps out. Saf is on a South African flag, so his name jumps out as well. Works wonders. And our Thomas has got an Everton tower, a Rupert's tower. You didn't notice, no, because you can't see the fucking stream deck, Mandy. You half-wit coming over here causing problems. Look there. Oh, you still can't see that, can you? Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I can't pick it up, obviously. I'll see if this works. Can you see that? People have got their own little Avies, so I know who they are when a hat drops. Just a few more to do. I only started doing it about half an hour before the stream started, and then my daughter turned up, so obviously I couldn't carry on. Priorities and all that jazz. Oh yeah, but I need to do some stuff on this this particular stream to make things a bit easier for myself, because at the moment the little tiny things get more and more difficult all the time. Yeah, difficult to notice the moon because it was non-full. I do apologise. I've just turned the moon up. Where's the moon? It's there. There might be something else behind there fairly soon as well. We shall wait and see. Ali, we saw the whole of your moon. You must have been getting in the hot tub again. Don't know what happened, but it's much warmer in Finland than it was in Germany. It's a bit weird, isn't it? The way the weather is at the moment. I know we've got the Gulf Stream has it been pushed down south a little bit, so the UK is getting some really bad weather at the moment. Lots of rain, and it's been a bit cold and things like that, and it's all down to the Gulf Stream. When the Gulf Stream is further north, it keeps in the Arctic weather to the north, and we get a bit warmer, but it's disappeared for some strange reason. Happens quite a bit. Last time it did, we had that really bad winter. Angie, how you doing? Good to see you. What you're having? You're watching from your bed. You're not doing too well today. Oh. Well, we'll send you hugs from all of us, hoping that you get better. Not nice, is it, being ill? You'll get there. You'll get there. Water and rest. So I think that's supposed to cure absolutely everything. Doesn't matter what it is. Water will fix it. So I'm led to believe. Louise, can you have a JD? Ali, get on it. Of course you can. Hadawiki, you're joining in a few minutes. Fantastic, good to see you. Louise, I think you're probably ready, aren't you, for a JD at the moment? A large one at that. Get it down, yeah, you'll be sound. How do you think the footy streams are going? Are you bored with it yet, or is it okay? I haven't done footy streams before. I've got 2 under my belt now, and I'm still trying to work out the best way of doing it. So it's been a bit of a struggle, which is Scouse for a struggle. Yeah, he's struggling a bit there, like, you know what I mean? He's got a right struggle on. It's too fucking warm in this place. Don't know what it is this time of night. Louise, you're doing fine. That's good to hear. Although the emojis would suggest otherwise, but we'll go with you're doing okay. Cranberries, use some vodka. That's a very popular drink, I think, that one, isn't it? Come from nowhere, and all of a sudden everyone was drinking it. Shite, I knew I had to do something today. I needed more alcohol-free wine, so I'm staying on the beer tonight. I'm going to get drunk on 0% beer. Ah well. To hell with the consequences. Do you know what? It is good though. It tastes like beer. It's cold. And it's thirst quenching. Just don't get drunk with it. I need to sit better on my bed. I'll do my back in. I'll need to work something out. I can't lie down on it. And where the camera is and where the microphone is and stuff like that, I would have to rearrange everything to make sure it's all nearer to me. But I'm sure I can do something. One of them I'm going to try and do as a portrait live and see how many people I can get joining. That might work as well. And then I can go and do something completely different with that one. Doesn't even have to be in front of the telly, it can be anywhere. I could be watching it on a tablet in the car. I could be doing anything. The world's your lobster. My back's alright today. My legs are killing me. I've had to put my knee brace on because my left leg is absolutely in bits from top to bottom, and the knee especially. And I can't work out why. I haven't been out today. I haven't gone for a walk. I am not going to get anywhere near hitting my steps target. Zoom the camera, sit with your back on the headboard, feet up. I would have to be wearing joggers for that, not shorts. Don't want everyone seeing the last chicken in Sainsbury's, do I? That'd get me kicked off. That's another thing as well, by the way. I will be hammering the football lives just because we're getting close with the watch hours. So I may as well use the opportunity to get a few more minutes here and there. Thank you for all those who attended, by the way. It's funny, when I first started doing the streaming, when I went from doing 1 hour to 2 hours, I was struggling a little bit to make it to the end. Then I've started doing a bit longer on this, and I don't find it that much of a problem at all. Doing the football, because I'm watching the footy and just occasionally chatting, it's dead easy. It's mad. Just seems to fly by, which I think's nice. Oh, where are we? As long as you're not commando, you'll be right. Yes, I'll have to wear something. Can't be wearing a kilt for a start. Right, you're gonna go to the storeroom. You're not going down to the cellar. There's a dry goods store in there as well, full of stuff. Hoo-yah! Anyone got any money for the jukebox? Don't tell anyone, Louise, but it's free. I'll put it free for the night. How's that? You go and help yourself. Why is that stopped? That was working earlier. Is the music thingy busted? No. Nobody in the right mind would have busted on the fucking jukebox. With that big eyebrowed Tory prick Charlie. No. Not happening. I think we need some type of fencing for the llamas and zebras. Do you mean fencing to keep them in? Like a fence? Or do you mean like jousting fencing? Where they're all stabbing each other? That's two completely different things. What is up with that? Why did that stop? That should not have stopped. Once you press play, it should carry on. I am disappointed in that. Very disappointed. Weather forecast, weather outside at the moment is absolutely pissing down. But it's that fine rain that soaks you through. It's very dreich and dreary out there. I thought it was a new band, nothing playing. That's similar to the royal family, that, isn't it? Anthony's mates call their band Exit, so wherever they go, every building they go into will have an advert for their music. To keep that kind of fence to keep them in. That was a comedy record, yep. England have scored, by the way. Schmool. Very schmool. Hang on. Jude Bellingham after 13 minutes. I wonder. Right, I'll be able to use that for the football streams. I can zoom in on that and have it on the screen. That's not a problem. I can do that. The fellas will have to put the whiskey and vodka up. I can do that. No problem. Once you come back from the storeroom, you'll go to the cellar. Happy days, oh happy days. He's a good lad, is that Jude Bellingham. Considering he's only about 11 years old, he's very, very, very wise. One-handed. Mandy, yes. Easily do that one-handed. I have skills. I've got the S skills to pay the B ills. Just think it in, grab. Always make sure that you grab it like that between those two fingers and hold up. Only I've used to change them one-handed. Quite honest with you. Apart from two hands to unscrew the cap. I remember these things come flooding back to me, working behind that bar. And he's lashing the tips around. Very nice, much appreciated. Man. Oh, a bit of Clash. We like a bit of Clash. Well, I do anyway. That's a hangover from me uncle playing loads of punk stuff when I was a kid. Punk, new wave and all that stuff. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Why is it so bloody warm? So when I do that, loads of cold air comes in. So why is it not cooler in this part of the room now? Whip me flags out for you. Oh, you mean the little ones? Have a look. There you go, Mandy. There's one for you. Little Welshry flag. I've got these little things. Which you're supposed to be able to stick them in like that. Which you can, apart from once you start trying to put them in the sides, they tend to go a little bit wobbly, so I need to find some way of just making the bottoms of the sticks just wide enough to jab in there. But we've got Nederland. Nornair, of course, for our Jinxie. England. Waving that tonight, I should start throwing furniture around, shouldn't I? Danimarca for our Casper. The actual island for our Ali. And Murka for Angie, Joey, Dan. South Africa for Sif. So I need to order Finland for Emil, Australia, India, Mexico, Philippines. Anywhere else? I've forgotten anywhere. Dip them in PVA, let it dry. Could do, I suppose. But I thought it'd be nice. I didn't realise we were going to get so many of these places. It would be nice to just get them on the end of here somewhere so you can see them in the back, because I've got a particular lens on here which does bokeh in the background. You can't really see what's behind us. For now, I can change that. It doesn't have to be at 1.8 or wherever it is at the moment. It can be a slightly different f-stop. I can change that if need be. But The fact that it's blurry in the background hides a multitude of sins. And also it makes me steamer look as though it's some kind of, I don't know, alien craft about to take off. I have a steamer because I can't iron my clothes because I've only got one fucking hand. Or one working hand anyway. I have actually got two. Just only one of them works. Yeah, dip them in PVA and let it dry. The answer to about 90% of things that happen in school, wasn't it? How do I make this? I'll just dip it in PVA and let it dry, it'll be alright. But I can definitely try. Jesus, a feckin' llama is in the kitchen. That's why you've got to raise the alarm. Right, we need to go and sort this out. Let's go llama hunting. I've got scissors. We can trim the bastard while we're there. Good money to be made out of llama wool. This is why we need a fence. Do you know what? Absolutely right. If ever proof was needed that we need a fence to keep the llamas in, this is it. I will get the firm to turn up in the morning and sort us out a fence. I could CGI them onto the border at the bottom. The flags. I could do that, you know, couldn't I? I could have the flags somewhere. I could have the flags going down there behind the chat. So they're constantly there. Or that side. That could be Flag Alley. Closing the door for a second. Any rope handy? We've always got rope. It's always needed in this place, obviously. Could, not should. Right, okay. Slight difference in those two words. A coulda and a shoulda. Or could even have them all just on something that occasionally I'll press and it will show all the flags. Could do that. Could make that happen. Yeah, I might do that. Or just a little couple of seconds worth of video of the flags appearing. Put the flag icon where your name is. Ooh. Now I will do that. I will do the flags with your names on, so whenever I press your little name on here, it pops up with your flag and your name on it. That'll give me something to do this week. Definitely I can do that. Good thinking. Yep, that can be done, that will be done. Bit early for a lock-in. You had a goose in your pub kitchen, a sheep in the restaurant, and a Shetland pony trying to climb the hill. When you say a goose, in Liverpool, by the way, goosing means shagging. And, you know, for someone who has lived in our fine city, you should know that. Yeah, a lock-in for the llama. Is that a lock-in with a double L? A clock-in. Man clocking does sound like a Welsh fishing village. Live Canadian goose. Quite hefty them as well, aren't they? There's a bit of them. They produce big offspring. Unless I'm much mistaken. They look big anyway, those ones that fly overhead. Whenever they're going south, they look fucking huge. Amanda. Landlady in a pub, licensee in a hotel. Yep. So you're very experienced. I worked behind the bar for 16 years as well, so a lot of the things that me and Mandy talk about, we remember from those days of working behind the bars. Which is why a lot of this, just for me anyway, is so familiar. It just seems like the good old days. Long time ago when we was fab. Still 1-0 by the way. More about this game. Oh, there we go. England having huge amounts of possession. And I was going to say, I could put it on, couldn't I, and watch it, but no. That's the whole point of having this, is to get away from the football. Just one place. That's why you don't volunteer for the bar, of course not. You are time served. Done your bit. I Wonder by Rodriguez. That's one for Saf, isn't it? Rodriguez. You'd be good behind the bar in this place though, wouldn't you? That experience of working gives you the control over people. The way to wrangle people into the right situations, spotting things before it happens and shizzle like that. How long did you work behind the bar, Mandy, in total? How many years did you do? I think anything more than 5 years behind the bar, you deserve a medal. Genuinely. Less wear on your feet, certainly, yep. Doing long days on your feet is absolute nightmare. But I suppose it was better doing that than working down pit. Having to work 38 hours a day down pit. But that was back in the days where I never had a step counter on my phone, obviously. Because I never had a mobile phone when I started. They hadn't really been invented as such. All you had were those suitcases that the yuppies used to use in their BMWs. Certainly not the mobile phones that we've got now. That have got heart rate monitors in them and things like that, and whatever, all mad stuff in it. It's crazy the things that your phones can do now. Everything, it seems, apart from make a phone call. Whenever you try, no signal. Really. I can watch a spaceship docking live. I can track where it is over the earth, look up and see it. I can use the 100 times zoom to zoom in and almost see the fella driving it, but I can't ring my mate and tell him where it is. First bar job at 18, part-time alongside a full-time office job. All about the Dwayne Eddies. Llama, llama, llama. 2 other feckers came in. That's Underworld, innit? Shouting, llama, 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 shouting. Has to be done. I think working behind the bar is actually quite good for you as well. teaches you quite a few life lessons, and it gets you used to dealing with people, sometimes in very difficult situations, because obviously people being drunk is a nightmare. Having to learn how to wrangle them and cajole them, and who needs to be shouted at and who needs to be grabbed hold of and hugged is completely different. Kirsty, you have the drill. Do you know what? Yeah, you have. You've got the drill. Come on. Let's start building this fence. Let's fence them in. You've got the skills. Drill a killer. I'm telling you. The day after your 18th birthday, the landlord made you work behind the bar. Punishment for drinking in there for 18 months previously. Oh, do you know what? That sounds good, that. Didn't bar you out or anything. Get behind the bar now. Let's use pallets to make a makeshift fence. And a hammer drill as well. Stop. Hammer drill. Brilliant. We can make this work. You've had plenty of proper jobs, but you love being a barmaid. It's nice. If you're a sociable kind of person, it can be absolutely superb. I love the fact as well, I mean, I've said this before on here. I used to treat it like being on stage. But there was plenty of very lonely old men used to come in the pub. I did quite a few of the shifts were early in the day. I'd open up at 10:30, 11 o'clock, whatever it was. And you'd just see our fellas who'd either been and got a pension or they'd done whatever they needed to do for the day and had nowhere else to go. So they'd come into the pub and I'd just sit and chat to them. I'd annoy the life out of them as much as possible. Because even if they were sat there moaning, you think, well, at least you've done something today. You've had a whinge. You've got annoyed. Not proper annoyed, but just wound up enough that you feel sort of alive, if that makes any sense. Come in, let's have a good argument. Come on, what have you been doing, you miserable bastard? Come on, what are you... Shut up, you young... Oh, let's back and forth. You can see them smiling as they're walking out. I used to love that. Always try and make a little bit of time for people. Oh, hang on. Is that another goal? Or was that from earlier on? No, it isn't. Something just popped up. Bizarro. Never mind. There you go, Ali. Smashing doors to warm applause. Kirsty, you had to use the hammer drill and the normal type drill as well. Brilliant. Get in there, get it done. That's what it's all about, bit of DIY. Used to love the old guys' life stories. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's the kind of experience that you can't get. They've had it, they've lived through it. Just talking to them is the nearest you can get to doing it. I think it's fantastic. Those people's outlook on life, especially people who went through wars and things like that. I mean, genuine. People that lived through the Second World War, speaking to them. I've got my granddad used to take me into the VMH in Garston. This is it's a working man's club. I'd go and watch the lads playing snooker on a Saturday and watch the racing and what have you. And there was always our fellas in there. And they would never ever tell you about the war because there was no glory in it at all. What they'd seen will haunt them for the rest of their lives, and did. But they had some real wisdom to impart on how you should be living your life. I used to love talking to them. And hopefully, I think possibly might have turned me into the person I am. Yeah, I know. Awful thing to happen. No football, he said. I know. Just trying to keep on top of it, know what I mean? I got in the groove, Mandy. I got in the groove. Like Madonna. There we go. We can use that as a code when opening and closing the gate to feed and clean the yard. Fantastic stuff. Kirsty's whipped the toolbox out. There we go. There is nothing that cannot be fixed. Have screwdriver will travel. Marvellous stuff. The Working Man's Club, where you played Williams Defender. Your dad played snooker and your mum played bingo. That just sounds so familiar, apart from it was my granddad and my nan. Although my mum and dad did drink in there as well, but not as often. I love that. The VMH in Garston was split up into three rooms it was. You had the big room, which is the big one with the stage and everything. There was the lounge, and then there was the cop bar. Fucking cop bar. There was no women allowed in there until about 1995 or something. Stupid, but the lads used to go in there, play darts, snooker, watch the race, and it was a proper, for too long it was a proper manly kind of place. And then when women did go in there, they were allowed in. Terrible, isn't it? They started moaning about the language, and the fella who'd run the place just went, well, you moan to go in there. If you don't like it, fuck off somewhere else. Right, okay. Is that how it is? I used to love that. I used to laugh constantly. I miss that. I miss going to the pub with my mates, which is why we have this, because this is as close as I can get to it. It is fantastic. Here we go. Yep, fingers crossed. At least we tried. We did. If it falls, we can get Steve to help. He'll sort it out. I doubt it will fall, though. I have every faith in your abilities. It'll hold. What colour are we painting it? Go on. Let us know. Not pink. I don't think that'd be a nice combination. A creamy llama against a pink background. Look lovely, look lush. You're most welcome, Kirsty. You know your way around a drill. There you go. For me, it's George Michael time. You've got to have faith there. Maybe. It's Monday tomorrow, isn't it? Fucking Monday. How about purple? It'll be invisible. It won't. It'll be visible to everyone apart from AI. Which is good thinking. The drones see purple. How does that work? Are they considered to be AI? Sky themed. Ooh. That's a bit evil, that though, because birds will just think it's a normal straight road and then bang straight into it. Poor little birdies. I still haven't seen any new ones. All the ones that I've managed to catch on Merlin have been the same ones that live here at the moment. No one new's allowed in, by the look of it. How evil is that? We have a cabal of birds at the moment who will allow no one else to move in. It's apartheid. It's feathered apartheid. It's not acceptable at all. Words need to be said. Yeah. Sky themed, exceptionally grey. Louise, you must have exactly the same weather I've got here, where it just, the sky looks like it's about 20 feet above the house. Just mad. Ninja theme. Ooh, I like the idea of that. I'd quite like a Japanese garden. I think if ever like won the lottery and won decent, I'd buy a big house somewhere. I'd have a Japanese garden made, and then I'd invite my friends to come round, and I'd just terrorise them wearing a ninja outfit, not tell them it's me. Couldn't resist putting the teddy bear's picnic on the jukebox. No problem. That's also the chimes of the ice cream man who comes round here all the time. All the time. It's funny though, teddy bear's picnic always reminds me of the young ones. As Goldilocks appeared, trying the lentils, and in the background, teddy bear's picnic was playing. True story. It does, it reminds me of that. Kirsty, if you won the lottery, you'd buy a house that you could have a massive library in. Or would you buy a library that you could put a house in? Would you just buy a library because they're closing loads of them down? Buy the entire library with all the books that are in there, and just, I don't know, put a bed in there somewhere and a kitchen. I'd quite like that, you know. I think that'd be a good thing to do. Live amongst the books. That would be nice. I'd like someone with loads of wood. Like the bear's paws looks, that kind of wood everywhere. Yeah, leather. Big, huge leather armchair. Wood. Books everywhere. A record player and an absolutely insane record collection. Light black. Like this, you mean? Me light black t-shirt. Yeah, one of those sandpit things, giant cat loo that you can clean it. Does sound like a good idea. Live amongst the books. Would you have one of those swivel ladders? You'd need one, wouldn't you? I mean, I wouldn't. I'd be alright. I'm human size. I'd be able to just reach up and get things, but you know. For the llama jockeys amongst us, you would need one of those swivel ladders. I always wanted to have a go on one of those. And unfortunately, Alton Towers don't have them. But they should. I bet they do in the house, the big house. Tell you, if I won the Euro Millions, I would. Genuinely, I'd buy a place. There's a farm up the road from us in Banks. It's only, I think it's 3 acres. Not an actual farm, just a farm building. Loads of outbuildings. I'd have one of them converted so it was like a proper full-on bear's paws miniature studio. With working taps and everything. Alcohol ones for the people that drink. Alcohol free for me. I'd spend nights in there. Chilling. How good would that be? Top chat. What am I doing, you half-wit? Live chat. A secret passage that opens by pulling a certain book. Yes, of course. And it would have to have real significance as to why that's the book. Can't just be a random one. It has to be something that means something that a good code breaker could work out. Otherwise, this film wouldn't work. Now, you bastard, look what I found. There you go. Brick and wood. They'll be huffing and puffing, and this is not going to fall down. Kirsty, you would appear, and then we would be able to get rid of you. I wouldn't want to get rid of you. Come on, let's face it. Why would I want to get rid of you? It'd be a massive place. There'd be rooms everywhere. Every night would be a party. Definitely Mandy. Isn't that an Oasis album? Or is that Oasis sings Barry Manilow? Definitely Mandy. Bit of Dead or Alive on Jokey. Marvellous stuff. Everyone came for it. Oh, geez, you've been working for almost an hour. Well, not far off. Who's doing the second shift? How's that time gone so quickly that you're almost double shifted? Jeez. It's bricks. Yep, it is. It's bricks. Bricks and logs. Logs of wood. Trunks. Trees of trunks. Trunks of trees. It's okay, you don't mind. Well, I do mind. Who's doing the next shift when that comes up? Who's volunteering? Because it's voluntary. You have to be a volunteer. There you go. Behind that hidden door would be your bedroom. Now you're talking. Straight in. To the dungeon room. Black silk sheets. Obviously. Smoke machine when you walk in to add to the atmosphere. Double shifted does sound slightly wrong. It does. Sounds like either some kind of rally driving technique or something that you would see outside in the car park. Especially if they're filming those special interest films that they film out there. That seem to sell quite well. Oh, by the way, it's half time in the football. That's it. Half time. Thought I'd let you know just in case you were interested. That means we need more hidden rooms. You were thinking of a control room. You would need a proper control room, wouldn't you? For all those hidden rooms everywhere, for the lights, for the smoke machine, for all the other stuff that's needed. In Ireland, when you were younger, the word shift meant you were going to kiss someone. So a double shift, if you're lucky, a double shift there. Now. It's either more fireworks, shotgun going off, or someone's hitting concrete with a hammer. Half-time safari's a goodie. When you shift my friend, or my friend wants to know where you shift them. Sounds a lot worse, that, doesn't it? Now it's called a meet. A wall full of CCTV so we can keep track of the llamas and the doggers. I think that is a distinct possibility. A distinct one. How's it going, Steve? They playing okay, are they? Are they giving it a right good go? Oh. It's bloody hand. There's a hidden door that's more like a trap door. Don't you go near that trap door because there's something down there. I love trapdoor. Does anyone remember that programme from, is it the 70s, 80s? Was it the 80s? Willie Rushton used to do the narration. Big Willie Rushton. Not too bad, started well. Jude scored, yeah, then he sat back. Again, this seems to be what we mentioned about the Italians, wasn't it? Get a goal ahead, sit back, don't concede, and then take it from there. If another goal comes, it comes, and if not, you don't get beat. Tournament football for you. Meet me in the back alley just took on a whole new meaning. It does, doesn't it? A thorough meeting. Louise, you're singing that theme tune now. You are most welcome. 'Cause there's something down there. I don't watch kids' TV programmes anymore. Obviously, my daughter's 18, but even when she was growing up watching stuff, it was all bloody rubbish. There was nothing that had anything that was remotely as good as the theme tune to Trapdoor, Jamie and the Magic Torch, Chorlton and the Wheelies. Nothing like that. Why don't they make decent theme music for kids' TV? They might do, I don't know. I've not seen any in ages, obviously. But I doubt it. You still watch the clangers? Where's that available? Was it BritBox? Which is now probably, it's ITV Plus, isn't it? That's got loads of old school stuff on it. What did they have on that when it was BritBox? Banana Man, I think, was on there. Sure, Danger Mouse was on there as well. It's on CBeebies. What? Is it? Is CBeebies still a thing? I don't know, I'm so far out of the loop. So far out of the loop, I've had to download an app on my phone called Google Loop. Just so I can have a look at it and see where the loop is, in consideration to myself. There's clips of Rainbow on Reels constantly. Rainbow on Reels sounds like a pretty good alt folk band, doesn't it? Rainbow on Reels. Still sometimes watching Pokemon and Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry are absolutely superb. Timeless classics. They're a bit like Laurel and Hardy, aren't they? Doesn't matter where you're from, what language you speak, you can watch them and completely understand the humour. Doesn't go with everything that, but it certainly does with likes of Tom and Jerry. Still very funny. And far more violent than I remembered. I watched one recently and it was proper full on. Like, this should be like PG or even 16 rated. It's fucking bloodthirsty, man. Right, who's doing the next shift? Who fancies it? Who's putting their hand up? Our Ali's done a full hour there. We can't be having this anymore. You like the reels with real life cats doing full on Tom moves. Very nice. Very, very nice. We need a full on proper old school kids TV channel. I'd watch that. That's TV still does some stuff. What else is there? Oh, there's something else, isn't there? Talking Pictures TV, I think, has got Fireball XL5 and Captain Scarlet and all the Super Mario Nation stuff. And yeah, Wurzel Gummidge. That's also on, is it Together TV? 190. You do like Daria. And who remembers Terrorhawks? Yeah, I remember Terrorhawks. Terrifying, more like it. Zelda. Jesus. You should put the fear of J's into me. Stick Jeff on the bar. Me then, yeah. Jeff's not going to do a shift, is he? You know that. There's not a chance of him doing it. Not heard of the Terrorhawks? Bloody hell. Ali, they were really, it was a scary TV show at the time. Zelda, man. Looks like that Charlie Mullins, the Pimlico plumber. That dickhead. Faltering fast, are you, Louise? No worries. Blaming the manual labour today. If that's not going to wear you out, I've got no idea what will do. Yep, no worries. You have a great night as well. I'll be asleep well and we'll catch you soon. Father's Day is pretty cheap when you're as big a bar steward as me, Jeff. Yep, there you go. Jeff would more likely poison us with something, he would. Or he'd start trying to do cocktails, the kind of cocktails that you really wouldn't want to be drinking. You know, the kind of stuff that you'd have 2 or 3 of them and you wake up 4 days later. Everyone's sorted for a while now. Thank you, Ali. A fantastic shift as always. Love Zelda. Mandy, I've heard of them but never watched them. It was proper, genuinely scary at the time. Or concerning rather than scary. Jinxie, how you doing? What about you? It's Sunday, isn't it? So there's no Fat Club. So you're alright. Well, seeing as though Jeff has just turned up, let's go and have a look what he's got to say for himself. Bit of Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. Hanging with the Tartan Army, good bunch of lads. Always gone full in with Scotland, has he? Long after the final whistle has gone, I still feel the pain of defeat. That must be the Germany game. Doesn't look well there. Sod the Scots, I'm 100% Dutch now. You turncoating bastard. Hoo-yah! Terrible, that. Full on kilt wearing Scot until he got beaten and all of a sudden he's jumping in with the Dutch. He's disgraceful. Disgraceful behaviour. But to be expected. Doctor Who had you hiding behind the sofa. You don't get that with shows anymore, do you? No kids show makes people hide behind the sofa. They all did with us. Today's been Saturday. Well, it's deserved, and if you lose loads on Wednesday, you can eat loads on Sunday. Yeah, you did miss it. You missed it. The llamas were everywhere. Kirsty and Ali made made a fence. They are good with their hands, the pair of them. They really are. Footy needs your full attention. It does. You can't have me wanging on about nothing in particular. Steve's got a day off on being on the door today. He has. We've got agency staff coming to sort things out. Not the same. It's never the same. Didn't see it on the roster. It was pinned up. What were you looking at? It was pinned up. Woohoo, a ladies' night at the pause. Would have a ladies' night, but wouldn't that be seen as being slightly sexist or misogynistic? Bar's quiet tonight. It is. You've just missed Louise. Joey was in earlier, but he's gone swimming. Angie's not feeling too well. Who else have we got? Steve's watching the footy, obviously. Inglaterra are playing. But there's still enough people in. It's good, I like it. Free and easy night. Free and easy. You wasn't wearing your glasses. Second half. See you later. Hopefully, if it goes wrong, you'll see us Wednesday. It won't go wrong, Steve. George Michael, mate. You've got to have faith. They'll win. 4-0. Watch my word. What's my word, yeah. 4-0, I reckon. 4-0. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. Yep. Women rule. Do you do? You're more organised than we are. You know where things are hidden, we don't. The substitute bouncer's been scared off by the llamas and the doggers. Didn't they sing California Dreamin'? Yeah, Angie's not been too well lately, so she bounced in earlier on, said hello, but she's in dock at the moment, in bed, trying to improve, hopefully back to her normal self ASAP. The llamas scare you, do they, Jackie? Now you know how we feel when you're around. By the way, I was saying earlier, on me stream deck, when I press a button to get someone's name to work behind the bar, we've now all got our own little avatars. People have got their own, the flag of the home country where they come from, or something else, a football team or something. You, on the other hand, have a big black square with a red X on the front of it, as in approach with care. Who's got the Chippendales number? Well, those little Alvin, Simon, Theodore, little high-pitched Disney wankers? Or do you mean the ones that were throwing a lash around at the Devonish in Belfast? I'll let you check. Have you got their number? Is that what that is? You need to find your charger, Kirsty. You do. Make sure that it's working properly as well. Number's gone from your phone. Not a chance that it's gone from your phone. That's getting saved somewhere. We know this. Yeah, you better get it, Mandy, or you'll have to do a strip. It's got to be Saf's doing. Is this in a jealous rage, in a fit of pique, deleting numbers left, right and centre? The Devonish lads, oh yes please, there you go. Jinxie fancies that. You can do it. You'll have to go in the function room, and it'll have to be ticket only, behind the red velvet curtain. How about Thunder from Down Under? Or Men at Twerk, as they're also known. There must be loads of them, mustn't there? All over the place. After the Full Monty was so successful, there'd have been lads everywhere. We can do that. We look better than they do. Kirsty, you found it? The charger or the strippers numbers? We need to know which. Why am I repeating myself? There will be another sneeze at some point. I can guarantee you that. That is a cast iron guarantee. I was sneezing all day today. There's something outside and I can't work out what it is. It's not just tree and grass pollen. There's spores, so if there's any kind of mould anywhere, it can be that. But this room's dry, so I don't know, it can't be in here, it must be outside. Where's Saf tonight? Busy with his home life, yet. Fresh air, is that what's causing it? Jinx, I'm not used to fresh air. Could be. I never used to have asthma at all until they started building the housing estate over there. And they built it on an old tip. And they're not supposed to have built it there, but they did. Someone got paid off. And as they were building it, there was dust everywhere, and the entire estate that we're on has now ended up with asthma, but nothing's been done about it. Let's have a look here. Can you have a cup of tea and Jaffa cakes? There you go, some Jaffa cakes for you. And if you don't want the box, you can always have the snack pack, of course. Tea on the way. Maybe Saf can't find his socks. He might not be able to. Yeah, you know what men use socks for? Putting on our feet. We've also got a new range as well. Pringles. There you go. Barbecue salt and vinegar. Plain and very sour. If you want them, just ask behind the bar. A glass of ice cold Coke. You certainly can do, Kirsty. You certainly can. On the house. You and Ali, your stuff is on the house for your perfect work outside as well. Your handiwork. Marvellous stuff. Lovely to see. Two lovely ladies with wood in their hands. It's just so suitable for the car park. You can have plain ones, of course you can. Oh, I made me tea as well. Three lovely ladies. More than three lovely ladies. There's loads of lovely ladies. But them two were outside earlier on with a hammer drill, a normal drill. There was hammers involved. Wood. Plenty of wood being manhandled. Bricks. I said bricks with a B. So they've been busy out there. The llamas, for the time being, are hemmed in. You'll have a jug of Black Russian, no ice, whole lime squeezed in. Of course you can, of course you can. Not a problem at all. Yours is on the house as well, Mandy, for providing the snacks. All Mandy's handiwork. Handy Mandy. Talking about me, I'm not a lovely lady. I'm a gobshite man. Steve's the bricky, yes. The feckin' doggers have robbed the traffic lights for changing partners. Is it green for go? You're not lovely. You are lovely, Amanda. You're a lovely lady. Lovely lady. That's all we have in this pub. We have lovely ladies, and men with a capital meh. Not again. They're always, aren't they, nicking things for changing partners. How does that work? Is that like is it like speed dating for filth? Once you get to green, you've got to move to the next person, and then once it's red, Stay where you are, but get on with it. Ow. You're a woman, not a lady. I mean, you're a wonderful woman, not a lovely lady. I have to do alliteration. Has to be alliteration. I can't get away from it. Feck's sake, you put a chain on the gate now. Needed to be done. You know what they're like when they're agitated, so to speak. You're all lovely ladies in your own way. You are, absolutely. The kettle boiled. It is. Well and truly boiled. It's absolutely steaming. How high can llamas jump? It depends. If you use a 12 volt battery on the knackers, they can jump very, very high. So you're not even lovely sleeping. I disagree with that, Jackie. I genuinely do. When you sleep, you're really lovely. It's when you're awake, you're a pain in the ass. Slabbers everywhere. Eek. That's proper sleep, that though. If that's how you are when you're kipping, it means your body is fully, you're gone, you are full asleep. Oh. Well, also, oh, hang on. Highest jump by a llama is 1.3 metres. 4 feet 3 inches by Boateng de Oro. What? Are you telling me there's a llama called Boateng de Oro, or is that the owner? If there is a llama called Boateng de Oro, we need to look into this, genuinely. I'll let you sleep under the covers on your tummy. We know. All the lads were saying, all the doggers were saying that's how you sleep. Better not be any spitting from the llamas either, definitely not. We can't have that. Boateng de Oro, what a name that is. Why can't I have a name like that? Or Nicodemus under de minimis, I love that as well. The feckers for spitting, so they are. Right, we've had Jeff, so we're gonna have to...
But kippers vindaloo. Can't be good for you.
Go and find out what Kippers is up to. Oh, here we go. Hilarious moment. Albanian fans snap pasta in front of horrified Italian fans during build-up to Euro 2024 clash in Dortmund. The hilarious footage shows Albania fans breaking spaghetti in front of Italian fans ahead of the clash this evening. I've seen that on the telly. That's past the joke. Oh, hang on. I've got to give him that. That's past the joke. That is a proper dad joke, though. Defo. How high is the fence? Yep. It's just barely 5 foot. Llamas will get over that. It will get over that. Jinxie, you're bent every shape. Have you been out in the car park, have you? Is that what it is? Oh, the puppers. Feckers. It's 5 feet's not high enough. It's not high enough. Don't worry, I'll go out and I'll put normal human size stuff up, 6.5 feet tall. In fact, I could probably get to about 8 feet, couldn't I? Doing that. They won't get over that. If I go out there and put an extension, if I get the wood to be bigger, it'll be fine. Proper dad joke. Yeah, unless you missed one when we were chasing them in. We could well have done. We'll bung a roof on it. We could do. That'll keep them in. Or, alternatively, barbed wire. Yeah, that keeps the unsubscribed doggers out. Also, you can put wire attached to a car battery and put that round the fencing and It'll stop people getting in. It'll stop animals getting out. We can keep them in. It'll be sound. That was on Clarkson's farm the other day when he bought a load of goats and they were trying to jump out all the time. So we electrified the fence just enough that it would give them a bit of a jolt, but not too much. And they certainly learned their lesson very quickly. They all started off trying to go towards the edge of the fences, and then within the space of about half an hour, they were all right in the middle of a field. Worked wonders. Training, man. Llamas jump higher than the dwarves. They do. But how about a dwarf on the back of a llama who's jumping and the dwarf jumps off the top of the llama? Like double bubble. Will that work? Yeah, don't go chasing the fuckers again. Definitely not Kirsty. Shock the bastards. Yeah, the doggers will be shocking the dangly bits for fun. Men. It's men, isn't it? Isn't that just men? What's that over there? Stick your tongue to it or lash it, of course. Definitely have to ask Thomas. He'll know these things. Pip knows about the llama racing. So I thought Thomas works for the NHS, I think, so he'll know about shocking dangly bits. Could clear a 6 foot fence thing, couldn't he? But like I said, I'm already 6'4" as I am, so if I then start using a hammer above my head, it's going to be over 8 foot. I used to be able to, in the rooms in this house, as I stood up, before this stopped working, I could put both hands on the ceiling, palms flat, so it looked like I was holding up the entire house. So I'm a lot taller than some gobshite fucking nurslings. Under 6'2", my baboon's arse. Yep, Jinx. Jinx, Nick. Jinx. Right back at you. The zebras are out and about now. Bastards. Yeah, naked sports injuries, there you go, yep. That's another rabbit hole to go down, isn't it? The worst naked sports injuries. You're a majestic 5'3". Do you know what? Genuinely, I'm not having a go at anyone here. Anyone who's of a more modest stature, shall we say. I must have been about 9 or 10 years of age when I was 5'3". If not younger than that. It's mad. I hit 6'4" when I was about 15, I think it was, or 14 and a half, 15. And I can't remember ever being really, really small, apart from when I was about 8 or 9. How long's the handle on your hammer? It's a personal question, that, isn't it, man? You have to tune into me OnlyFans to find that out. Who's letting the damn animals out? Who? Yeah. Whoever, if we can find out who let the dogs out, we can find out who's letting the rest of them out. The zebras are grand, they don't generally cause too much trouble, and they've got a really good sound to them. I find the sounds that they make are fantastic. Yeah, write these down for your live stream on Thursday. There's so much stuff we can do. Ali, you're just 5 foot. Ah. Proper ickle tiny. I best not stand next to you then, because you will end up with a sore neck. We've got a mate in our work who's 4 foot something, 4'11"ish, 4'10". I'm 6'4", and my mate's 6'5", and every time we see her, we'll always get one side of her each, just to annoy the life out of her. It's all, again, all done in love, but just to annoy her. And as I'm walking down the room, the floor plate, as she's walking towards me, I'll put my arm up in the air, high five, knowing full well if she jumped up, she couldn't even hit me in the face. But you know, it's what you do, innit? We tease everyone. You will not Google that on camera. I like the way you said that. You're not going to Google it on camera. Off camera. Ain't no stopping us now. Small but mighty, yeah. How's the weather up here? I've heard that loads of times, you know. One of my nicknames used to be "Get the ball off the roof," because how tall I am. You'll get the ball off the roof. I've changed so many light bulbs for people. Gotten so many bottles off shelves, packets of food off shelves for people. Hey mate, you can reach that, can't you? Fucking of course I can. I can reach everything in the shop, including the sign outside. What do you want? You meant the llama jumping. Which ball? Left, obviously. Yes, Jinxie, you've got your own flags as well. Uno secondo, as they say in Japan. There you go. There's yours, Jinxie. For Hadwig and for Esther. Inglaterra. For our Steve. The Welsh Dragon for the Welsh Dragon. The US of A. Hang on, where are you? South Africa for Safadina Suppliers. But I need to get a Finland one for Emil. A Mexican one. An Indian one for the 7 billion people that follow me in India. Fabulous people. Philippines and somewhere else. I'll have to check it out though. According to a tape measure, 5'6". That's a good height. I like that. If you can't reach anything in the shop, you stand on the shelf and have to say, "Sorry, can you help me?" What do you mean, Ali, if you can't reach anything in the shop? When you can't reach anything in the shop? Kirsty, you're not the best at measuring things. What experience have you got in this? Dare we ask? You do that too, do you? Stand on the bottom shelf. Don't always ask a tall person, because just one day, that's all it takes, is for you to stand on the shelf, grab something, and the entire shelf will come down on you. Can't be doing that. Then you'll always be that person. Do you remember that woman who pulled the entire shelf down on her? Do you remember that woman that asked someone to get something off the shelf for her? Just ask. We don't mind us tall people. We're used to it. We don't mind at all. There you go. As Kirsty said, if you asked, she would help you or anyone else who's short. I always do. I'm used to it. It started when I was about, as I say, 14. Actually, it probably started before then. I used to go with my nan on a Friday. She'd go and do the shopping, and she'd fill a trolley, you know, the drag behind your baskets that old women have. She'd fill one of them, plus have about 7 or 8 different bags as well. I'd have to go with her to drag them with it. And I was always getting things for people. It was like, do you ever remember watching Father Ted, where all the old women, all the old tea ladies got into watching football? It was like that. They all looked like that. I think they were all made in the same factory. It was mad. Can you get me this? Can you get me that? Can we get me that? Yep, sound. Off you go. So I don't mind doing it. You are as tall as the measurement from fingertip to fingertip, arms outstretched. Your wingspan is the same as your height. There's loads of stuff like that, isn't there? Your foot is the length of your elbow to wrist. That is correct. That to that, as you can see. Oh, no, you can't actually, can you? I have big feet. And also, there's another size thing you can do, which is something to do with that. If you have trouble, you ask someone else who's taller for help. You should do. That's what we all do, man. Yeah, you're a good height. Your younger sister is the same. I think my sister is as well. I think Jess is taller than that now. I think she's about 5'8". Do your feet shrink? I think they do, because I used to be a size 11 and now I'm a size 10.5. Definitely. You wouldn't know what that last one is for, right? Well, we'll keep that one to ourselves then. They'll be slowing it down to see how big that is. I haven't tried that out, by the way. Does it mean your arms shrink? I don't think your arms do. I definitely know your whole body shrinks, don't they? Obviously, because the weight of your head pushes down and all your vertebrae and things squash together. I don't think your Albert Dock shrinks. I don't know. I think that stays as it is. It'd be a waste if it got bigger as you get older, wouldn't it? Just as you got to that point in your life where it became desirable, you were too old to do anything with it. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yep, a leaky soup. You don't want a leaky soup coming out of that, do you, really? Yeah, right. No, I haven't. Well, I can't do it at the moment, obviously, but I've never tried to see whether or not it's the same. Google it. Not Google it on this. I'll get a tape measure and let you know later. Use the ruler. Use the set square. Use it. Yeah, do it in centimeters. It sounds bigger. Let us see you Google it just a little bit. Go on. Can't be doing that. I'm that close to monetization. I'm not getting done by YouTube now for that. You're assuming that's standing to attention, so to speak. I would assume so as well. It is. If you're wandering around with anything, no, not good. If it's that big, as soon as you got mildly aroused, you'd faint. There'd be no blood in your head. Oh, come on. No, definitely not getting to big dung dungs pics. Not a chance. Not happening. Yep. Not happening. Not happening. That's more of a down the rabbit hole kind of thing to check out for, isn't it? With blurred screen and all kinds of stuff. We have got that though. Centimetres on one side, inches on the other. Looks about right. Don't want to be getting stuck in that though. Jesus. Oh. With a blade. See, the good thing about that is it'll tell you how big it is, but also what the angle is. What's the angle of your dangle? Ow. Can you get banned by your followers? I think some channels have been banned because of the followers, yes. That's the reason why you're doing certain Google searches at the start of your channel. Yep. Get it done now and out the way. YouTube wouldn't put me off air. They can't. I'm one of the only people doing football bloody watch-alongs at the moment. Definitely going to have to do a portrait one. And make the title sound like nothing like what you're going to be searching. Very, very wise. The same with the thumbnail. Make it look all completely and utterly innocent, and then once people get in there, the veil comes down. And it's pure unadulterated filth. Filth. Right, anyway, to get rid of the filth. Yes, that needed to be said. Everywhere so far the last few days, I know this is football related, and I said I wouldn't talk about it, but the last few days the Scottish have been out there drinking and having a fun and making friends everywhere. The Dutch have been dancing and singing and making friends in Germany, of all places. Everyone's been having fun, relaxing, enjoying things. The English turn up and start singing 10 German bombers and start singing World War II songs. It's fucking stupid. Why did he do it everywhere they go? Why not just go and be nice? The Scots do it, the Irish do it, the Welsh do it, the Northern Irish do it. They all go, and the reason why they do it is, one, because they're not idiots, and two, because they want to be nothing like the English. You British? You British? Yeah, but not English. Alright, yeah, I'll come in. The English just go and want to cause trouble everywhere they go. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Just behave yourself. Be nice. European people are really nice. And they make really good beer. And the places that they live in are lovely. They're gorgeous. They have squares built so you can go and enjoy yourself with your mates. They'll even clear up after you. Don't be horrible. Be nice. Lep broke his baby toe. He was moving the generator of the food truck. It went over his baby toe. What? Ooh. Not good. Breaking any toes is not good for you. Not good. Because it's all to do with your balance as well, isn't it? You need to change the name of the next live so people will be confused when or if they appear. Kirsty, people are always confused when they appear at your streams. That's the beauty of it. No idea what to expect, and then in you go. Should be nice generally. Should be. Life's too short, man. Life's too short to be horrible to people. Just be nice. Hopefully Saf will have his t-shirt soon. Fingers crossed. Oh right, there is more merchy stuff as well. If it works, of course. Pin. Loads of stuff is going to be sort of stream related, obviously, and channel related, but there's also going to be stuff on there that is just to try and sell t-shirts to get them out into the wider area. Just I like designing things, so yeah, know what I mean. Don't know, Lep. He's yeah, he appeared on this once, didn't he? Turned up on one of these streams. our lepodemus. Hope he's okay, yeah. It should be in Joburg this week sometime. Good, glad to hear. I have to make sure that he has a picture of it though. Gotta be done. Gotta have a picture wearing it. I've got to wear mine and my Horace Sugar Skull t-shirt at some point this week and get pictures of myself wearing them. I've got to model my own fucking stuff. Because apparently if you wear your own stuff, it looks better and sells better because it looks obviously homemade rather than AI model. So I'm going to have to do that at some point. Not that anyone wants to buy anything that I'm wearing. Having a face like a bloody car crash. Who's going to buy that? Who's going to buy that? Just said it's painful, it will be. Leper's the chap from Leprechaun TV. He's your brother from another mother in the States. You haven't done a pick yet. No, you haven't. Our Ali does though. She's done one. She's done her pick. And it's lovely as well. It's lovely seeing that. Just seeing the actual... I know it's AI generated, but it's what it represents. I had no control over what it looked like. I just put the words into an AI generator and it come up with that particular patterny thing, but it's lovely. And it's nice seeing it being repped elsewhere. So good on you. Mucho apreciado. You can see me with a sewing machine stitching your t-shirt. I've got a mate on Twitter who does that. He makes football shirts, old replica ones that don't get made anymore, and he will sit there with his sewing machine, embroidery machine and all kinds of stuff making them, and they sell very well, incredibly popular. So you never know, you might see it one day. I'll have to buy an overlocker first, won't I, obviously. Yours is too small because you're a fatty. No, you're not. You're not, Jinxie, you're not at all. The sizings are weird, aren't they? Yeah, the sizings are very odd. I mean, I'm quite lucky in being big. It's the fairly standard sizes. Once you get to this size, you can hide quite a lot in these things. The smaller sizes must be an absolute nightmare to buy for. Yep, some sizes are crazy, they are. I've been really lucky, like I've said before. I'm wearing the same size clothes. Well, I'm on double XL rather than XL at the moment. Just because I like to have a little bit more space as well. But I was wearing the same size clothes when I was 14, 15. Never changed. I could still wear XL and you wouldn't know the difference. But I prefer the slightly looser fit of a double XL. You wish you bought the male t-shirt rather than the female. There's also on there, there's oversize, isn't there? So let me have a quick look. Produit, les produits. Why is it in French? It's not. Yes, women's oversized jumpers, women's oversized t-shirts, women's plain t-shirts, relaxed fit t-shirts, boxy tee, women's boxy tee. That should be the Irish one, that shouldn't it? Boxy tee. Relaxed fit, remill, relaxed fit, scoop neck as well, crew neck, V-neck, long sleeve, 3/4 sleeve. Where's all this come from? All of a sudden these are loads of new things. Women's baseball t-shirt as well. Women's joggers as well. I can do merch joggers. Oh, man, I always wear joggers. I need to get some of them. Mandy, you're a size 12 top and a size 8 jeans. No dresses fit you. Just slim, that's why, isn't it? It is all a bit weird. Sizings are weird because they expect certain things, but not everyone's the same. Like I have to wear 36 long jeans, which is 36 waist, 34 leg. But in reality, I had a 34 waist and a 36 leg. You can't get them the wrong way round. Bizarre. Ali, you like a loose fit, not to stick to you? Yep. I know that feeling. Jackie likes a loose fit too, as does Sean Ryder. Size 8 in bottoms and size 10, you're thinking tops. Again, difficult to buy for things, isn't it? Ali, if you're 12 in most tops and jeans, you like 12 and you wear a belt. Don't like to feel too constricted. Small underwear though, yeah. Of course. A mere scrap of fabric. You've got to aerate to procreate, I think. Is that what they say? Not in clothes. Alright. Is that a way of telling us that you're into rope play? Is that what it is? Bit of bondage. For a friend who's into all that kind of stuff, it's bizarre. Tells me about it as well. I don't really want to know. But carry on, go on, carry on. Apparently it's a very, very big scene, isn't it? Tying people up and hanging them from ceilings and things. Very, very odd. Male or female friend? It's a female friend. One who tends to overshare sometimes with things that I'm thinking, nah, I don't need to know any of this. What kind of knots are you? No, don't need to know this. I'm never going to need to know how to do I don't know, those Japanese knots. Just get on with it. $80 in chats and only us females talking. It is a big scene apparently. Like a dominatrix. I don't know. She's more on the other side of it. Likes to be tied up by people. But again, like you say, it's a massive scene, isn't it? Not something I'd ever consider. Maybe it's just because of experience. I've never been involved in anything like that. But also, I don't know, having that pressure, the responsibility for making sure someone else is safe, I don't know. Don't think I'll be able to do that. Too much pressure. A granny knot. Is that enough? Is that enough, is it? Is a granny knot enough? At least lovely Nick is talking. Oh, I'm not lovely. Likes to be dominated, yeah. Again, that seems to be a bit of a theme now. Lots of ladies seem to be in that same boat. Even mildly like to be dominated. Nah, not sure about it. I think there has to be a hell of a lot of trust involved in that kind of thing. You have to trust the people who you're with and who are doing it. Otherwise, you could get into all kinds of trouble. Mandy, you're not into pain, and yet you watch these streams more than anyone else. You use it to tie your shoelaces, a granny knot. I have to wear slip-on trainees at the moment. Unfortunately. Fucking Skechers. Slip-on Skechers. Although I did tie shoelaces. Quite long laces. And I managed to do them with me bad hand. But I had so much arse and round. It took me about half an hour to do. You know what I mean? Be a gentle kind of pain, yeah. Kerry's even told you be a good dominatrix. Don't know if you take it as a compliment. You should do. Again, someone must have a little bit of faith in you and trust. Thinks it's a damsel in distress thing, it might be. Yeah, it is all down to trust. I could never be the domineering one. I couldn't be the sub either. Nor a switch. See how I know all these things? Mad, innit? Nope, no pain, full stop. You take it as a compliment, as you would, yeah. No pain for Jinx either. Nothing wrong with slip-on shoes. There isn't, but I can't wear my Adidas. Know what I mean? Like, I've got ridiculous amounts of Adidas trainees and I can't wear any of them because I can't tie them up. Well, I've got about 3 pair I can wear at the moment, but they're not my old school Adidas, so I'm gutted, man. Yeah, take it as a compliment, you should do. If it hurts, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, 100% Jackie. Slip on, slip off. Alright, Mr. Miyagi. You could whip a man. For what? Just for being a man? Is that what you're trying to say? Get those elastic laces. Again, do you know what? I'd give them a go, but I wouldn't wear them for things like going upstairs. So if I go to Goodison, I want to make sure that my laces are properly tied on, tight, just for getting up to them, because I wouldn't want them to come off halfway up. Hadwig, you're not late. Don't worry about that at all. Good to see you. It would be for your pleasure. There you go. So you are into it, just you are on the evil side of dominatrix. For being a dick. Yes, Jackie. Whip Tish. I can hear that in my head. Isn't it nice though? Oh, you missed out earlier on, Hadwig. We watched the Nederland game and I was wearing my Dutch shirt, which is over there somewhere now, ready to go in the wash. So it was a good omen, me wearing a Dutch football shirt. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be sexual, more like sadistic. Sadistic. Yes, I can totally imagine that coming from you. That's the better side. You two need to be watched, I'm telling you. Absolutely needs to be watched. No problem for supporting you. The whole family is. I think someone hit a shot that went just wide of the post and I heard my mum in the front room. Ooh. The whole house is definitely behind Nederland. I need to start watching out for you two, don't I? Ali and Jackie. With your evils, your utter evils. Whipping people just for the fun of watching us moan in pain. You missed it, you had your town's theatre weekend. Ah, that's not too bad. But at least he won, and it's only in the group stages, so you're not missing anything major, are you? Once you start getting to the knockout, that's a bit different, isn't it? It is ladies' night, isn't it? And the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. You're gentle creatures, you Irish. What? until you're not. There you go. That was what I was waiting for. Gentle. Gentle creatures. You've been talking about whipping people just to be sadistic. That's not remotely gentle. It was wet and windy, but the plays went well. It was a huge success on both days. Oh, it's lovely. And it's a nice town thing as well, isn't it? Proper community. That word is mentioned quite a lot, community. But it's absolutely 100% right. There's nothing better than community. You can rely on people. Enjoy things together. Brilliant. Ali, you're a gentle soul. You can gentle whip. Suppose you could, couldn't you? Licorice whip. Walnut whip. I haven't had a walnut whip in ages. Now I want a walnut whip. Walnut whip. Walnut whoop? What's a walnut whoop? For fuck's sake. Nothing gentle about you, Jinx A. Of course there isn't. Didn't say it would be a hard whip. You'd start off lightly. Just enough. Just enough to tickle. And about half an hour later, there'd be blood spurting out everywhere. You'd be throwing lemon juice, lime juice and salt on the wounds. I know. Soft whip. Ah, Steve, touching you. Sweet Caroline. Da da da. I am presuming then that ended up being a win. Yep, it's showing up on there. It is, isn't it? Yep. Juan nil, as they say in Japan. What's my safe word? Llanfair Pwthmingeth Gwydderedd, Gwyndrab a Chanticilio Goch. Is the safe word. The Scouse safe word is normally for fuck's sake, stop it, you dickhead. You're offered to be part of it again next year. That's a good sign. If you enjoyed it enough that you want to go back, brilliant. I've got an Asian fetish. What? Ow? How's that? It's come as quite a surprise to me, that one, Jinxie. I've got an Asian fetish. What's the clue? What give it away? You have to explain it to me because I don't get it. Tough game, but they never really looked in trouble. That's about the best you can hope for. The first game of the group stages. Get the 3 points. No injuries, no sendings off. Get through it. Whipped cream. Ah, there you go. Yep. Guessing the footy's finished, definitely. Oh, we're talking about Japanese. This comes back to, I think it might be school days, this. Where I used to say the same thing. It could be in any language, as they say in Japan, because it was the furthest away I could think of, and the one place where you wouldn't have people walking around genuinely speaking in like Spanish or German or something unless they were tourists. I also think I've got a Japanese poster behind me, haven't I? I've got a thing about Japanese iconography. And also Russian iconography, or Soviet iconography anyway. I love the Cyrillic alphabet. I love Japanese lettering and writing. I like the way they look. So it's a vibe, it's an image. I like that kind of thing. How do you feel about dominatrix? Ali, there's no context to that question at all, is there? That's just you asking someone, how do you feel about a dominatrix? Without them seeing the entire conversation that's just gone on before. I'll be careful about asking that. Yeah, we're talking about whipping. The whipping. I've had it from school days. Yeah, we used to do all kinds of stupid things in school days. Lots of stupid sayings that have disappeared, and a few of them that stuck with us, which included bloody hell, as they say in Japan. Well, Scouse tourists do. Now there's 9 people watching, yeah. It's the ninja thing, it is. It seems to be Japanese culture has sort of found me rather than the other way around. I became a ninja accidentally through the RDA. As long as nobody touches the soles of your feet. Kirsty, be careful. 10 of us now, yep. Yep, Steve, you'd be more worried about other parts, especially with Jinxie. With a fucking, what have you got, a bullwhip or something have you got? Smashing people to bits. Flaying the flesh to mince. Disgraceful behaviour. Your feet will be fine. Blindfolded. This has gone down an exceptionally strange cul-de-sac, this one, hasn't it? So ticklish with your feet. I think I am as well. And there's nothing, I think that might be down to the lack of control as well. There's nothing you can do about it. It's bizarre. Back to 9. It's okay, some take a kick in the ballocks. They do, don't they? Some very strange people out there, but let's face it, there's some very strange men out there. How do you get pleasure out of that? I don't get it. There's a tickling fetish, there is, I've seen that. You've been weak at the knees if your feet got tickled. Or is that weak at the feet if your knees got tickled? Yes. Hanging from a swing, getting kicked in the nuts. You are really, really concerning me here tonight, Jackie. You really are. I am concerned about you. We have to change our phone number and put it X directory. Got my eye on you, I'm telling you. You need watching. There you go. No feet touching, just getting volleyed in the old Davina McCalls by a lunatic Northern Irish woman. Helen's looking on in horror. That's our Norfolk correspondent, Helen, who is looking on in horror at exactly what's happened in this conversation. It started off so nice. It was such a gentle conversation about behaving yourself when you go to other people's countries. Next thing you know, people are getting volleyed right in the clacker bag. If anyone tickles you, they'll regret it. You've got an unstoppable, violent reaction to it. It's just like a proper touching. Your hands come out. Involuntary, bang, right in the face. I already blocked you. I didn't. Not yet. I'm working on it. Yeah. Sorry, Helen, but it is ladies' night, and ladies' nights tend to get a little bit raucous, a bit rowdy, and other things that begin with R. How come you got a feeling that you're going to be Googling fetishes? Because, Kirsty, you will be. You'll sit there in front of the computer and think, no, I'm going to look for something else, and your hand will be going out. Kicking bollock fetish, without you even thinking about it. A lock-in is activated. We're going on. It's going on. I need the hours. We're getting so close, man. Put it on your list, Kirsty, put it on your list. It is ladies' night. You don't need to get your coat and say good night. Because we still need staff, we still need a doorman to look after these. Yeah, Ali, you probably pay if you get tickled too much. That seems to be an ongoing thing as well. Who's up next? Who's up what next, Ali? Who's up what? How did you already pee if you if you sneeze? Oh, man. Yeah, of course. Sorry, Mandy. Mandy got
It's
promoted.
going up, it's 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 there.
During the football, during Poland versus Netherlands, which I couldn't do. I am going to change that. I can get it on my phone as well, Stream Deck, so I don't need to start unplugging things. I can do that, and I can have little bits on the laptop, so we can be a little bit more like normal. There can be things going on, and going on there. Yeah, but yeah, Steve, you need to keep an eye on the llamas. Ali and Kirsty have put up a fence. There was hammer drills and all kinds of other stuff involved. I think that's probably where this started off. People getting smashed to bits. Hammer drills, and then people getting volleyed right in the old Niagara Falls. Bar shift. Yeah, whose bar shift is it for the stay behind? Who fancies doing a shift? Oh, Kirsty.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Jinxie, you're going behind the bar, are you? Right. There you go. Get behind there, get saving. Yeah, Ellen, next time football's on and I appear, chat, even if you still call Steve during the chat, just to turn it round on its head. It is rare for you to level up at the moment, Mandy, because of how far up you are, so to speak, on that chart. I can't believe the amount of the amount of days people have spent watching me. It's stupid. Yep, like me, it does take ages for me to get up as well. And normally I need help. I need a helping hand. Send us a picture from earlier. Good stuff. Ali wants Pringles, poor Ringles. There we go. We can have some of them. Yep, Helen, join in and give us all Steve's secrets. Sneakiness. We need sneakiness. By the way, Dad's taxi, have you noticed? The child, the adult, gave me this earlier, just before the stream started, so I thought I'd wear it. Dad's taxi at your service, which I was at 4 o'clock this morning, and it was absolute daylight at 4 o'clock this morning. Ridiculous, just normal daylight. Like it pretty much almost is out there now, apart from the fact that it's really cloudy. Yep, Jackie Whiptish. Jackie Whiptish. There's a Helping Hand charity in Northern Ireland. The founder is on the King's birthday honours. Like, so someone who actually deserves it, rather than getting honours for being friends of gobshites who are in Parliament. Man. It's nice seeing people who actually deserve their honours. Coming up, Ali. Who is? We normally get them in our work as well, because it's civil service. There's always people that have worked for like 50 years and have been doing charitable work alongside their actual day-to-day work. There's normally plenty of them get the honours at this time of year. I've only ever seen one person that I know get it though. Is there a dog outside ours, or is Jeff barking? Well, Jeff is barking mad. He loves the place. There is a dog. There's a dog somewhere nearby. Yapping. They had their annual fete yesterday. Very nice. I think anybody that does that kind of work for charity deserves some kind of reward or some kind of recognition, if nothing else. Even if it's just a couple of letters after your name. Thank you for what you've done. Your pair are snoring. Dogs. Your bubbies are snoring. Do they snore? Do they sleep? Does part of the body actually sleep? The cats are asleep there. Oh, what's on a jukebox? Hang on. That's one of those ones where there's a hidden song at the end, isn't it? Right. This is the entire wrong song. This is 1 hour and 16 minutes long. So that's getting changed. Here we go. Echo and the Bunnymen Killing Moon. Remind me to remove that later. But I never added that. Somebody's added something on YouTube, and the nearest thing it could find on Spotify is this 9 hour looking stupid thing there. Much apologies though. In fact, is that there now? Let me find it and I'll bin it off. Where are you? Do you know what? No, I'll have to leave it because it could be anywhere. It could be absolutely anywhere. Don't they look so cute sleeping? They do, don't they? All things look cute sleeping. Dogs, cats, babies. Dracula is lying on your side. Do you like that, don't they, being cuddled in? They are the best when they sleep, they are. Less hassle, require less food, less walking. That they do till Joust wakes up, yeah. At which point, chaos ensues. But you'd be bored, wouldn't you, without Joust? Just if it was one of those cats that sits there and does nothing, you'd be bored shitless. They make life interesting. Doggies are fine. Cat too. Fishy's got stolen by a beach martin, and Mike has moved to her new home. Oh, poor fishies. But a martin's got to eat, haven't they? Even you look nice sleeping, Jackie. I don't believe that for a second. I believe that you're there dreaming of who you're going to hurt next. Fucking you bastard. Like that. You've woken up with boyfriends just staring at you. Very freaky, I can imagine. Right, Mandy, does this mean that a collection of boyfriends, one after the other, has sat and watched you sleeping, or have you woken up with all your exes just staring at you? Because that would be completely different. That would be freaky as fucking man. You would be bored without the chaos, you would. What's a beach martin? Martin, what's a beach? They're like, yeah. Are these stoaty, related to like stoats and weasels and things and ferrets? Is that what they are? A stone marten. That just reminds me of Game On. Martin from Game On started going out with an Irish girl. She always called him Martin. Oh, would you ever shut up, Martin? Jinx again. That's why you're called Jinxie, because you're always saying it constantly, the same bloody thing. How many at once? Again, personal question, but there you go. Only one at a time, but more than once. King K. Right, beech marten. Should we get a picture of a beech marten to show you? It's a little cutie, that, isn't it? Proper little cutie, but it has got razor sharp teeth. And it will eat you as much as any other animal in the world will. Oh, man. Look at that. How cute is that? Oh, that would eat the face off you. Just saying, like. So the beech marten, or Martis juana, also known as the stone mountain or house marten or white-breasted marten, is a species of marten native to much of Europe and Central Asia, though it has established a feral population in North America. It's listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List on account of its wide distribution. Superficially similar to the European pine marten, which is the one that we know about, but differs from it by its smaller size and habitat preferences. While the pine marten is a forest specialist, obviously by its name, the beech marten is a more generalist and adaptable species, occurring in a number of open and forest habitats. Yep, there you go. Very, very nice. Very similar to the pine marten. Beech marten's also stealing your eggs. Little fucker. Saying the same things together all night. We are, Jack A. Warped minds think alike. It lives somewhere near you as well because it shits in your garden every night. Little fucker. A disproportionate amount of men have kissed your hand, Mandy. Did you work in France or something? It's cute you don't mind the egg stealing, but the fishes suck. I bet you that's horrible, that, but yeah. Animals are animals, aren't they? You can't really expect them to behave outside of what they're supposed to do. Same as the pine marten, defo, yeah. Pine marten's rare and endangered over there. You know, a house marten is a bird and also a member of a band. The Henry Rollins track on YouTube is under 5 minutes long. Right, so what it does, that thing that you sent me to be able to just drag an entire playlist and put it on Spotify, looks for the nearest match you can find. I should have looked through all of them to make sure they were all right, but I didn't. So I'll just delete that one and I'll find the nearest one I can get. The best one. Yeah, just so it's just a problem with the software that. No one's ever kissed your hand. What? Not even once. Are there no gentlemen out there anymore? Is it a mice? Nope. It'll eat mice though. Ali, you don't think you've ever had your hand kissed either? That's probably because no one can reach that far enough, can they? That far down even. I tried to say 7 different things at once there and none of it came out. You've no idea why. You never asked. Would anyone ask that their hand kissed off someone? Seriously, or would it just be, it happens? You can't remember, some maybe not. Yeah. COVID finished hand kissing. I would have thought so. Jackie's had hers kissed several times in the car park by men in the driver's seat, obviously. It's still red hot, that, man. When did it stop being a thing? Because it used to be a thing, didn't it? Was it during the 60s, 50s and 60s and things? Was that when it stopped? Maybe it was licked, Jackie, maybe it was licked. That's different. That's not the same as having a kiss. That's different. You never asked for it, you just never questioned it happening. It just happened to you. Got to watch out for these filthy beggars, haven't you? It's so very romantic. I know you're not that old, Mandy. I wasn't saying you're that old. What I'm saying is, when did it stop being a natural thing to happen? Just a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill thing of getting your hand kissed. When did that stop being the way to go? And why is it in the 80s, 90s, noughties, 10s and what have you, it's now a really weird thing to happen? Sleep, you're away for one night and it becomes nothing but filth on here. It's disgusting. And they have a go at us men. Put a load of women together in one place and tell you what, it goes utter filthy. Pure filth. It's getting very vicious out there now. Very evil weather. But there's a certain blueness to the sky which looks lovely. It's not blue hour. It's beyond blue hour, but it's got that nice kind of vibe to it. Yep. You love us. You are females, you are. Yes, I said it. Me. That's why we keep on coming back, we do. Filthy dirty is all good. We do love you crazy lot, we do. You are fabulous people to be around. You can wash, you can sew on a button. You can look lovely in the corner, you can be the object of poetry. Hand kisses. And also absolutely filthy beggars. What's not to like? Come on, what's not to like? Real women of the world, exactly. That's where you learn from. Young men, young boys, not young boys, young men, should be forced to talk to real women of the world to understand what it's all about. The lesson one would be, don't be a dickhead. Genuinely. You're just security. No, you're not, Steve. You're not just security. No one's just anything here. We're so much more than that. Angie, you fell asleep? No problem at all. Don't worry about that. Just get yourself well. That's the main thing. We love the security, we do. Lady on the arm, chef in the kitchen and a whore in the bedroom. What more can you ask for? Is that your tagline? Is that what's on your Tinder, is it? Jackie's doing a dyslexic Michael Jackson impression there. Angie, are you okay? Angie, are you okay? Are you okay, Angie? Yes, we were talking about dominatrix, which is singular and plural at the same time, I'm sure. It's not dominatrices, is it? And yes, we wouldn't be able to be safe without you, Steve. Ah, yeah, Kirsty, you said you'd run if you give you a big hug. Jerry Hall famously said that, yes. I do, I remember that one. I do remember that one. But it would be no good if I let something like that slide, would it? I had to have a go at you. Had to. You're battling a UTI. I've never driven one of them. I've driven a GTI. Kidney infection. Oh, man. Plenty of water. See, I told you this earlier on. About 3 fucking hours ago. Plenty of water fixes everything. No matter what you've got. Broken leg or plenty of water, you'll be alright. Or, yeah, UTI, it'll be cranberry juice, won't it? Loads of cranberry juice. No Tinder, just ring random strangers. Oh, I'm not a random stranger. But next time, don't make it at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Too tired, man. Kirsty, you don't give hugs to people in general. Oh, man. It's nice, a hug. I got a hug earlier on, off Jess. The first time in months. And it was a two-handed hug. I managed 2 arms around her. Isn't that great? Love that. I miss me hugs. We're not a particularly huggy family, but I am. Me and my daughter are. And I am with people in work as well. Just huggy. In fact, I'm so huggy I should move to... I don't know, where was it? Where was fucking Starsky and Hutch from? Where was that set? Why don't I know where that was set? Pics through from our Steve as well. Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely pics, mate. Yeah, I'll ask, see if I can drive your UTI. I've always wanted to drive one of them. That and a Mercedes SL Pagoda. Man. Yeah. You're going to have to bend down or get on your knees to hug our alley. Huggy at the bears. There you go. See, this all makes sense. It's all interconnected. That's what that's about. Everything is interconnected. Steve, yes, can we see your pics? Am I allowed to show them on screen, mate? I don't want to do that without you're okay. Must be Japanese, must be. Yep, that's okay then. Well, there's our Steve in the 0. His dad's 80th birthday. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a fantastic picture? Lovely, that. Absolutely fantastic. And hopefully better picture of the cake as well. There you go. Much better picture of the cake. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that. I told you there was a golfer on it, didn't I? Absolute top class. And the creator of the cake is our Helen. Absolutely superb work. Fantastic stuff. And isn't that a lovely thing as well, to have your birthday on Father's Day and be surrounded by your family? Isn't that fantastic? Send him our love as well. Love that, absolutely love it. Yeah, Mandy found a nice article about a boxer uncle. Lovely, that, fantastic stuff. Can't remember the last time your hand was kissed or anything else for that matter. Mandy, you need to get your ex-boyfriends involved in Angie's realm? Is it your ex-boyfriends or is it just people in general that kiss your hand so often? The cake it doesn't just look fabulous, it looks absolutely incredible. If I had bought that from a shop, I would have said they've done really well. So yeah, absolutely delighted, as well he should be. Fantastic pictures, definitely. Right, so now it's ladies' night of ladies who've not had things kissed for a while. This needs to be changed. Just men in general for the hand kisses, and ex-boyfriends for staring at you while you sleep. Weird people. Right, so just men in general need to head to Maryland, see our Angie, and also to London, see our Kirsty. And Ali 5, yeah. Jeez, the entire chat is full of women who've not had things kissed in ages. It is going to be a large group, this. 2 days left of the antibiotics. Hopefully back to your normal self at that point. Need to get yourself sorted, get healthy. Yep. Very talented, very artistic as well. It's not just a gorgeous cake, is it? Something that tastes nice. It's the artistry that goes into it as well, making it look like it did. Fantastic. Although I'm really annoyed now because I want cake. I haven't got any cake. What am I going to do? I'm cakeless. Yeah, make sure to have the antibiotics extended if the symptoms are still there. Don't just give up on them. Go and speak to your doctors. I need more of them. Keep on them until they go. Yeah, if Kirsty doesn't do hugs, you get freaked out at wet smushes on the hand. That's a step above that, isn't it? Yeah, fingers crossed they work for you. Is this your first lot? Had a week you baked apple flapping last Friday? Oh man. Do you know what? I'm not a big fan of apples as apples, but when you cook them in something, apple pie or apple crumble, stuff like that, apple turnovers, then they taste fantastic. I like that. There we go. Loads of cake. I want loads of cake. I do. I want loads of cake. Why haven't I got loads of cake? Oh, no. Oh, I haven't got cake. I haven't got any cake. I've got stroopwafels. I bought another load of stroopwafels. Get in there, my son. When I come off this, I'm going to go and get myself well, it's not wine, obviously, is it? I'm going to get myself another beer, put my feet up, and have stroopwafels. Oh, man. That's great. In fact, what I can do, because you're supposed to put them on your cup, aren't you? And the steam warms them up. I'm not having a cup of tea. I'll get a small cup with just boiling water in it, and I'll put the stroopwafels on top. Oh, man. I am going to love that. I'm really going to get wired into them. I might eat the entire box. There's only 8. And I'm a big lad. I can eat 8 easily. I've got Jaffa cakes. No, Jaffa cakes. Not Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes. They're made with Jeff inside them. Oh, no. Where are we? Jaffa cakes. They're devilishly good. Blood orange flavoured. The original sin. I have them. Make sure to heat them first, yeah. Oven works better so the cook doesn't become mushy. I'll have to give them a try, definitely. Oh. I like stroopwafels. Yep. Hope they work, but if not, get straight back for more. Don't leave it. Otherwise, it'll just come back anyway. Yep. waffle with a caramel filling, but they're very thin. That's exactly the thing, that Kirsty. That's what they are. Little syrup-filled waffles. And if you heat them up, the inside stops being not solid, but a bit more gloopy. So it's more, yeah, a bit more, you know what I mean? You know what, when Homer does that thing when he starts drooling, I get that completely. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fellas, and me, obviously. Dad's taxi. A bit of Jeff inside you. Is there such a thing as a bit of Jeff? I think there's a lot of Jeff in everything. Has Jeff been in the hot tub too? I think he might well have been. In that there hot tub there. Have a look, see if you can see anything floating on the surface. If you can, it needs to be scooped out. Sounds lush. Yep, the caramel waffles, Dutch caramel stroop waffles. Oh man, so tasty. Tesco's do it. Nah, not like a Tunnocks caramel wafer. It's really thin. It's the sort of a circly coastery size thing with syrupy caramel inside them, and when you heat them up, stunning. No pissing in a hot tub, definitely not. Especially not stood on the edge of it, like you were last time, Jackie. Mentioning no names, but it was you. Tunnocks caramel wafers are different, but they are nice as well. Tunnocks anything is nice. Tunnocks tea cakes. That reminds me, I'm going to have to watch Still Game again. I love Still Game. Scottish humour. Ali, you weren't in the hot tub tonight, you weren't, were you? Makes a change. They made them in Bake Off. You'll know better than me on account of the fact that I don't watch reality shows, because it only encourages the bastards to make more of them. Jackie, you were leaning over the side. Yeah, but you were leaning from outside to in rather than the other way around. Best are if they made right at the street food stall. The same as donuts, bitter ballon, oli ballon, anything like that. Fresh made. You cannot go wrong with them. The smell of donuts, there's little donut vans in Liverpool city centre, just down the road from our work. And if the wind is going in the right direction, you can smell them in work. Oh, when you're feeling slightly hungry and you can smell that. Oh. Kirsty, you're off. Got a phone call. No worries. See you later. Jeff's been in the hot tub the whole night. That's why he's all scaly. I'm sure that's what it is. Cleaned it yesterday. He's evil. I just hope he hasn't left any deposits in there. Any of his little unborn devil children, if you know what I mean. I'm getting to grips with this stream deck, I really am. I still want about 27 more though. Yes, Jackie, yes. His little swimmers, as he calls them. He might have asked you to join him, but you know what he's like. He's highly strung, sorry. He should be highly strung. From a lamppost, preferably. You know, calm down out there, will you? That looks proper evil out there now. Jeffa cakes. Yep. Jeffa cakes. They're devilishly good. And a few boots to the... Yes, The orchestra stalls. You're a quiet person. Ali, you're not quiet. You could whisper across 3 fields. Quiet. Quiet my arse. In a good way. In a good way. That's a nice cup of that, really is. What's the games tomorrow? What are they? Monday. Romania against Ukraine. 2 o'clock. Belgium against Slovakia at 5. Not bad. Austria against France. I might do that, I might do that. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do the 8 o'clock game. You'd rather have a handful of Jeff's nuts, salted paradise nuts. There is a close-up of them as well, which I can't find, unfortunately. My arse, your arse, it's all arse. Steve, a mate of yours who worked as a MOD firefighter at RAF Mildenhall. You do a 12-hour shift and take home the leftover donuts from work. Within 6 months, his wife put on 4 stone. Fucking hell, man. Heavy that, innit? Literally. Jinx, you love salted peanuts. You love the salt. Had a week, you're off to sleep. Got to work tomorrow. Wel te rusten. Goedenacht. Nice to have seen you. And hopefully work is not too bad tomorrow. Nice start to the week. Chilled. Jinxie, yep. You can feel the eyes closing. Getting close, isn't it? Getting close to that time. Do you need to go and hang upside down in your wardrobe, do you? Is our Mandy been on the cider? You been on the screech scale? Yep, waste not, want not. Better than throwing them in the bin. Yes, Mandy, the question I was going to ask, there were leftover donuts. How is this a thing? And how? Well, 2 things. How can there be leftover anything to do with firefighters and anywhere near RAF anywhere? If there's any food left, it just normally wouldn't disappear. Firefighters eat constantly. Imagine they burn it off, don't they? Which is, I don't, that's a stupid way of saying it, but yeah. They use off all that energy, definitely. Run up and down them bloody ladders training. Crazy stuff, man, crazy. It's like those recipes. It's brilliant for leftover wine. And I'm looking at it and think, what the fuck is leftover wine? Is the bottle open? Yeah. Well, it goes until it's empty, and then the next one gets opened. Yeah. I had a stroke, by the way. I wonder why I had one. Ali, did he bring his work uniform home, or did he have a spare one? There's a thing, isn't there, about firemen. Women seem to be quite keen on firemen. Is it the protection side of things? The muscles? The oiliness? They all seem to be oiled, don't they? In those calendars that you love. RAF Mildenhall is the European headquarters of the US Air Force, so the Yanks had an endless supply of them. No wonder. And a pole in the bedroom or sitting room.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Alright, level 21, bloody hell, yeah, you indeed. I'm sure there would be a pole in the bedroom. Something for you to slide down anyway. We've done levelling. There's been levelling. You should call yourselves the levelers. No, don't do that actually. If not a Pole, then a German, definitely. I've told that joke before, haven't I? Billy Connolly said about Chick Murray. It's the best joke he's ever heard. There was at the European Athletics Championships in Scotland, some fellow walking down the road with this long stick, and someone said to him, "Are you a pole vaulter?" He said, "No, I'm a German. How do you know my name was Walter?" Stupid but brilliant joke. I love that. It's Sunday, isn't it? It's your actual Sunday. Right, I need to check something. Red Dwarf has just finished Series 10. Should go back to Series 1. It's now starting at Episode 1 of Series 4 tonight. What on earth? Why are they doing that? Bizarre. Gold, or whatever it is. Is it Gold or Dave? Dave are weird. Dave are really, really weird. It's nearly Monday. It isn't that far off, is it? And I haven't Duolingo'd today. Yet. That's how my phone's been going ping every couple of seconds. Here we go, ping again. Ping keeps making an appearance, doesn't it? And not poppity ping, just ping ping. Time for bed, said Zebedee. It was never said in a Scouse accent. Why do I hear that in a Scouse accent? Time for bed, said Zebedee. No worries, Steve. Have a good night, mate. Sleep well. Attack the Day tomorrow. Dave is changing its name to You and Dave. Stupid. Bet you they spent hundreds of thousands on that rebrand, didn't he? You and this, you and that. Yeah, good night to you and to Helen. Congratulations on an absolutely superb cake yet again. Whim away, a whim away indeed. The lion will sleep tonight. In the jungle. Are there any lions in the jungle? The actual jungle. Don't they live on like Serengeti type plains? Genuinely. Tigers, I think, live in jungles, don't they? Not lions. The lion to us. It's the lion bastard sleeps tonight. I'm watching you, tight fit. I'm watching you. Causing kerfuffles. There we go. I was expecting that a bit of raw from our alley. Roar. The Pocket Pantherus. I'll also need to put my Voltarol on because my knee is still sore, but it's nowhere near as sore as it was earlier on. So I think the strap-on helped. I can't sleep with that on though. Purr. Yep. Purr. The Leinster Leopardess. It's going fucking mad out there now, isn't it? The rain stopped, but it's still going mad. Wherever floats your boat, wherever tickles your pickle. Ugh, I have to find out what that is. Every now and then I touch the table and the monitors go off and I can't see a bleeding thing. It's got to be a cable somewhere, hasn't it? What I could do with is a weekend or something to fix things like this. Fucking useless prick. Could have done this today, couldn't I? Or yesterday. I don't know what it is. It's one of the cables. It's got to be one of the cables. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be sorted. I will have to do it. Remind me to fix it. Can't even see which one it is. Oh well, don't mention cables. Yes, don't mention cables. None of us seem to have much trouble. I can't even speak. Much luck with cables. Oh man, I'm gonna sleep tonight, aren't I hope. Why is it when I pick her up at 6 in the morning, I'm alright? 4 o'clock, I don't know. When I come back, I couldn't fall asleep straight away. That's what it is, I reckon. Whereas if I got back in at 6, I would just get into bed and I'd be gone. No. I was still wide awake. Cable ties. Very handy to have. That reminds me, I need to get some of them. I need them for something. What do I need them for? I need them for something. Is it car related? Oh, I don't know. I need to get them now. I need them for something. I probably had loads of them and chucked them out, and the second I chucked them out, I needed them for something. Don't mention cables. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. Oh, by the way, like I say, I am going to start hammering the football. But if you don't want to turn up because you don't like football, don't worry about it. I'm not taking register of who turns up and who doesn't. It's just extra little watch hours for me, like, you know what I mean? To tidy my mandrel cable nest, I do need to sort some of that out. I have cleaned loads of it away and I've thrown plenty of cables that I know were not working properly. Things that I just threw in the drawer that I might need that at some point. No, I don't. I know it's broken inside, so I've hid them in the recycle thing at the tip. You can recycle stuff like that because they've got copper in them. Even trace amounts of copper can be reused. But I got rid of plenty of them. I've still got loads more, but I mean, this looks like an absolute nest of wires, but I need them. Things are connected to other things, and it's a workstation as well as a entertainment station. It's where I do my actual job, on top of me pissing around stuff. So I do need them. I just wish I could use all this for my work as well. Doing Zoom calls with a proper background and a proper full-on mic and everything would be fantastic. But I can't, not allowed to. It might blow the internet up. Cable to cable, is that another fetish? Oh, it's cable to cable, is that like, normally it'd be cable to socket. Some people are socket to socket, some people are cable to cable. Is that what that is? But no, I'm not cable to cable if that's the case. Hence having a child. Not that that stops you. Before anyone says anything. You know what I mean? Oh man, feeling a little bit tired now. I need to sit down with my feet up. I think I need stroopwafels. That's what I need. Stroopwafels and another beer and Moretti. And I need to get more wine tomorrow. Remind me, more wine tomorrow. More Merlot. You were trying to be sarcastic. Oh, just asking if I was able to cable. I can cable. Cable to cable sounds like something completely different though. It does. Absolutely does. Sounds utter filth. Yep, have a good night. And you, thanks very much. Everyone who's appeared as normal. Fabulous, fabulous peoples. We've had a good night, haven't we? We've had a good laugh. Can tell I fidget when I've had enough. Trying to stop my body from shutting down. I think that's what it is. Yeah, but it's 11 o'clock. We've done 3 hours on top of the 2.5 hours that I did earlier on. I think that's a good day's divilling, as my mum would put it. You've had a good day's divilling, you have. So yeah, Yaki da, Slangy, cheers. Velterust and Totstrax, who else? See you later, all that kind of stuff. Cheers.
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, what I mean, getting your change, no. Just go and sort it out, lad.
And that's that.
Hoo-yah!